In this video, I'm going to discuss Pythagoras theorem. But before I discuss Pythagoras theorem, I just want to go through some definitions here. Now, we know that a right angle triangle is a triangle whereby one of these angles, its angles is 90 degrees. Now, and because one of its angles is 90 degrees, that means that we have two shorter sides, we'll call them A and B, and we have a longer side, C. So C is a longer side. So this is the longer side. And it has a special name. We call it the hypotenuse. Right? The longer side is called the hypotenuse. And it's opposite the right angle. It's opposite the right angle. So 1 is the longer side, 2 is the hypotenuse, and 3 is opposite the right angle. So you can always identify the longer side by looking at the right angle. That way, wherever you are required to use it in a calculation, you can always find where it is. Okay. Now, something else that I want to talk about is the length of this right angle triangle here in terms of the areas formed by the squares of these sides. For example, the square of the hypotenuse or the square of the longer side here will be C multiplied by C. So this will be C multiplied by C, which will be C squared. And this will be B multiplied by B, which is B squared. And this will be A multiplied by A, which is A squared. So what we want to find out is whether this area plus this area will be equal to that area. And hence, basically, finding out whether A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. Now, to find that or to visualize that, I'm going to use an application here to help you visualize the relationship between the squares of the sum of the squares of the shorter side and the square of the longer side. So I'll start by moving this the sum of the squares of the two shorter sides, or the areas formed by the two shorter sides, and see what happens. Good. So we've noticed that the square of the longer side, or the area formed by the longer side, is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two shorter sides. So the area of this part and the area of that part added together gives us the area of the bigger square. So we can summarize that and say that the square of the longer side, which is C squared, is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two shorter sides. So S squared plus B squared. So we can say that S squared plus B squared is equals to C squared. And we have been able to visualize that from what I've just showed you in that application.